Imagine this. The year is 2026. A massive asteroid blazes out of deep space, heading straight for Earth. On impact, it wipes out 98.7% of the global population. Fortunately, that's just a sci-fi movie plot. But here is the terrifying truth. A disaster of that exact magnitude did happen to our ancestors. Over 800,000 years ago, 98.7% of early humans were completely erased from existence. What went wrong? What kind of apocalypse could destroy nearly every human on Earth? And how did our ancestors manage to rise from the ashes? The story of humanity's near extinction began with a shocking scientific discovery. Back in the 1970s, early DNA analysis revealed that somewhere between 35,000 and 65,000 years ago, humans went through a population bottleneck. Think of it like pouring water out of a bottle. The narrow neck restricts the flow. In genetics, a bottleneck happens when a catastrophic event, like an earthquake, megaflood, plague, or extreme drought, wipes out the vast majority of a species. The danger isn't just the loss of lives, it's the loss of genetic diversity. The few survivors leave behind a very shallow gene pool for their descendants. This severely damages the species' ability to adapt to future environmental shocks, like rapid climate change or sudden shifts in the food supply. For decades, that 1970s study remained a mystery. It took 20 years for scientists to connect that genetic bottleneck to a real-world cataclysm. The eruption of the Toba supervolcano in North Sumatra around 74,000 years ago. Today, Lake Toba is the largest volcanic lake in the world, spanning about 62 miles long and 18 miles wide. It is the massive scar left behind by the largest volcanic eruption on Earth in the last 25 million years. It blasted thousands of cubic miles of debris into the sky. According to the Toba catastrophe theory, this eruption triggered a global volcanic winter that lasted for 6 years. Global temperatures plummeted by 5 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit and up to 27 degrees in colder regions. It supposedly decimated early human populations across the Middle East, Africa, and India, leaving as few as 3,000 to 10,000 survivors. For a long time, this was mainstream science, the perfect explanation for our low genetic diversity. However, recent, more advanced studies found a major flaw. There's no real climate evidence to back it up. Toba erupted, yes, but it didn't cause a 6-year winter or push humanity to the brink. So, scientists eventually moved on. Until late 2023, a groundbreaking genomic analysis of over 3,000 modern humans revealed something even more shocking. It wasn't 74,000 years ago, but way back in the mid-Pleistocene era. The study showed that our ancestors' population crashed to just 1,280 breeding individuals, and it stayed that low for a staggering 117,000 years. That is a 98.7% drop. To put that into perspective for today, that would be like an asteroid striking modern Earth and wiping out 7.99 billion people overnight. Our entire lineage hung by a thread. According to the research team, 800,000 years ago, humans were technically a critically endangered species. If aliens teleported to Earth today, they couldn't miss us. We are everywhere. The immediate impression would be, wow, humans own this place. But if those same aliens visited 850,000 years ago, they would almost never see a human. We were as rare as snow leopards are today. Tombstick wants you to realize just how incredibly lucky we are to be here. A population of 1,300 people is less than half the capacity of a typical cruise ship or a small high school in the US. And those survivors had to maintain that tiny population for 117,000 years without medicine, modern shelter, or agriculture. To put that length of time in perspective, the oldest known human civilization, Mesopotamia, arrived only about 6,000 years ago. This bottleneck lasted nearly 20 times longer than all of recorded human history. One severe plague, one bad winter, or a few lucky predators, and humanity would have been completely erased. So, what actually caused this nightmare? Don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned for the next part where we'll dive deep into the real causes, and hit the like button if you found this video helpful. See you next time.